Yo, shout out S1. Thank you, son. Thank you, Mylin. Oh my god. The blue one, I've asked about this and they said that it wasn't color choice for sale. Thank you for the blue one. It might be available now, I'm not sure, but check out the link in the description below to S1 Build Instagram, Facebook, and their website. You guys already know what I'm wearing today. My messed up, torn up, stained up S1 shirt. Shout out. Thank you very much. Also got this yesterday. Let's open it up as well. This came from Junkyard Performance. Junkyard Performance. I believe he has a YouTube channel. I've seen that name in the comment section. Oh crap, almost dropped all that. All right, well, first off, we got some stickers. Junkyard Performance, yo, this is legit. This is legit. This is like the sticker, like, you know what I'm saying? Put 50 cents in the freaking machine and push it in and comes out with a little cardboard. Ooh, damn. The fact that you got different designs, bro. This is, ooh, look at that. Ooh. Junkyard Performance. 2018 Honda Civic Type R. I do not have this at all in the collection. Shout out. Thank you for this. Going on the wall in my room. Oh, we got another one. Oh, I do not have an NSX. Goddamn, boy. I truly appreciate this one. Thank you very much. Man, before I dump it all out, okay, we got another one. We got a key tag, Junkyard Performance. I will link his YouTube channel and his Instagram in the description below. I've seen a few of the videos. I think he's doing, I believe it's the guy I'm talking about. He's doing a K-Swap EF hatch. I could be wrong. Could be a customs car or something like that. But Junkyard Performance, check it out. And the last thing in here is a t-shirt. Let me check. Yeah, boy, 3XL, big boy size. That is me. Shout out Junkyard Performance. Thank you very much. Check out S1 and Junkyard Performance in the description below. Truly appreciate you guys' support. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple of days since I've recorded anything, but in the last video you guys should have seen, we got the car to turn on and we sorted out the wiring harness. So in between the days up until this point, I've just been trying to get like a lot of the main things out of the way, and one of it is the radiator. I want to show you guys that real quick. So the radiator took some time to make because it's not a regular half core. I chopped it up about, I don't know, 2.5 inches off, because this radiator actually came from my buddy Barshan. This radiator kind of fell off the tabs and the car was driving. It dragged the whole bottom tank and completely chopped the bottom off. What I did was, actually this was a while ago, what I did was I made a new bottom end tank right here. And again, I shortened it because it was kind of messed up on a few of the rows, and I ran a radiator like this in my budget H22 turbo build, and it did its job. Like, it didn't overheat and it worked like it should. So I made a new radiator shroud for the custom 10-inch fan that came on the car. It actually was sitting right here when I pulled the bumper off. I utilized everything I had: the radiator, the fan, made a custom shroud, everything secured. This is all like firm in place. We got a bracket on the top, we have a bracket welded right here on the bottom. That is not gonna go anywhere. Other things like radiator hoses, I found those in my bin, and yeah, I think that's all I really did. Aside from those, I did clean up the inside of the car a little bit more, and I've just been waiting for parts to show up. And in today's video, we're going to show you guys all the parts that we've been collecting. That's going to be the next part to this build. Ooh. Now, I did mention I was going to keep this car super simple, and by super simple, I kept it at basic LSV tech, and it's pretty much a stock bottom end with new rod bearings, a stock cylinder head B16A2, reconditioned, new valve seals, and we changed a lot of the seals, water pump, timing belt, and stuff on it, right? Something I always do when I'm putting a fresh engine into the car. We have a GSR B17 YS1 transmission, shout out Steven, 6-puck clutch, stock intake manifold, very basic, right? But you guys kind of already know how it is with the channel. I already knew what I was going to do with this car, so it's not like I was trying to hide it, even though I was terrible at not showing it on camera. But you guys already guessed it. The next part of this build is a turbo setup, and I've been accumulating parts for quite some times now, and I have almost everything. By almost, I mean I'm just missing like 1 or 2 fittings, but that's not a big deal. Today is not an install video. Today we're just going to unbox and show you guys the stuff that we have, the stuff that's going to be going into the car probably tomorrow, and we'll make that into its own video, a full turbo kit installation. And like I said, today we're just going to show you guys everything that we got. Now I want to start with today's sponsor, and today's sponsor is MaxPeedingRod. MaxPeedingRod. You guys know MaxPeedingRod has helped us on a couple of our builds. We have the shifter box in this car, we have the shifter box in that car, we have the track bar, we got the track bar in here, we have the intake manifold over there. A lot of goodies from MaxPeedingRod. Today we got a nice turbo for the car from them. So big shout out to MaxPeedingRod Macy. Thank you for sponsoring this video and sending us a turbo for the new setup. You guys can probably already see it right there on the box, GT30. This is a GT3076R, I believe. Let's open this up and show you guys how it looks. We got the T3 gasket as well as the flange gasket for return and feed. Not quite sure what this is. It's just a bolt. Interesting. Yeah. Wow. The housing on this turbo looks just like my Garrett 30R in that car. That's cool. Not sure what this little plate thing is. It's a really thin plate. I'm not sure what those numbers are referenced to, but we have a GT3076R with a 4-bolt back housing. It is a 3-inch downpipe, and I don't know what size this exhaust housing is, but it looks like maybe a 63 back housing. I could be wrong, but we have a GT30 for our car, guys. We're not looking to make a ton of power. I needed a little bit of a better spool time opposed to the 35R, and like I said, I have the same turbo, the authentic turbo in that car, and you guys probably heard it. It spools freaking fast and sounds freaking awesome. So I'm excited to use this on the car, and like I said, really see what the spool time is like and what kind of power it puts out. We're not looking to make a ton of power. Granted, we are stock block, but we're trying to make at least over 300, 350 hopefully, and this turbo I'm almost 100% sure will do the job. So shout out MaxPeedingRod Macy. Thank you for the opportunity to collaborate with you guys once again. Link to their website is in the description below, and if you guys want to find something that may be of use to you on their website, click the link, find your product, put it in cart, and before you guys purchase, discount code YStatic. It will save you 15% off. And yeah, I'm stoked for that turbo. Now, the other main part to a turbo kit is obviously the turbo manifold. For this setup, we are running an eBay Ramhorn, and I must tell you, it is listed as Schedule 40 tubing, and I was a little skeptical because I've seen a lot of eBay manifolds that claim to be what it is, but sometimes when you get it, it ends up looking like this one, which I actually repaired yesterday. I put a new wastegate tube on it, but very thin. This is almost like header material, and that's what you typically get when you buy a Ramhorn from eBay. But this one, I must tell you, it's really heavy. It's really comparable to my Ramhorn that's in that car, and it's listed as Schedule 40, and it feels like Schedule 40. I'm really surprised. When I got this package. It was pretty heavy, and by the looks of it, it looks decent quality. And I say decent because it is 100% better than that one, like by a million miles. So we are running this tubular manifold from eBay. I'll try to link it in the description below. It's the same one that Rev9 offers, but I bought this off of eBay from a seller that had like low ratings, and you know, cross my fingers, it showed up and was as described. I'm super pumped to use this manifold and really see how it holds up with this turbo and the power we are shooting for. It has a single 44mm wastegate, and it's funny because I bought all this because of, you know, like doing a little research. I figured tubular is going to help me a little bit better with trying to make some power, and after getting everything here to the house, I realized this turbo and this manifold with this setup is like the little brother of that car. That's a built LSVTech sleeve ported head, a spool and manifold, and a Garrett 30R, while this one is a stock LSVTech with an eBay Ramhorn and a Maxpeeding 30R. That's cool. So now going down the main parts, turbo manifold, we need a wastegate. This is a 44 like I've mentioned, and the wastegate we're going with is, you guessed it, eBay parts. We have an eBay 44mm wastegate, and obviously the theme of the car is to keep everything kind of murdered out. The valve cover is temporary, we're going to paint that soon, but we have an eBay 44mm wastegate. I've never personally ran a eBay wastegate on my cars, but we've ran it on the channel on plenty of cars before without any issues. Now, the only thing that I would advise you guys to do when buying an eBay wastegate, do your research. There are videos of people online that take these apart and verify the diaphragm is not messed up and all the burrs and stuff for the valve is not in the way to, you know, prevent it from opening and closing. But right off the bat, now I opened this package when I first got it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is not closed all the way. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm not installing it today, I'm going to show you guys the inside. That's weird. What the hell is that? Liquid? I can tell you one thing, this is very thin compared to the actual tile diaphragm, but does not seem to have any leaks on it, so that's good. The valve moves freely, and I mean, there's not much more I can tell, not much more I can do since I don't have parts to repair if it was messed up. But another important thing is to make sure that those Allens down there are tight, because if that comes loose, the whole gate comes loose, and then you're going to have wastegate boost problems. I'm probably going to tighten that up, close this all back up, and send it. So I got this all put back together. There was some screws that were loose, so I Loctited them with blue. And the cool thing about this eBay wastegate, I'll try to, I always forget, but I'll try to link everything I bought from eBay in the description below, so you guys can check out the stuff that I actually am using in hopes of good results. So this wastegate comes with flanges. I don't know why it comes with two flanges. So it comes with two flanges as if you are building a manifold, which is this one right here, and then it comes with this one, which is for the dump tube. It's a little smaller in diameter, and this is awesome to have because obviously we're going to need to build a dump tube. It comes with all of the banjo fittings right here for the vacuum lines for boost sources, and it comes with all the plugs if you're not running like H2O water lines. This one does have the option to run water line, which is these small guys right here. You don't have to. I've never ran it on that car. I have the same 44 tile version in that car, and I've never had an issue. It also comes with a firing ring. This is very important to have to put between the wastegate before the manifold to ensure we don't have any boost leaks. So the wastegate for the build is a 44 from eBay. And moving on to the charge pipe, we don't have the charge pipe that goes from the turbo to the intercooler. That is what we're going to be making actually later today. But we have this giant intercooler, which is not really a giant. It's an 8-inch by 2.5 by, I believe it's 27. I could be wrong, could be 25. But I have this one of my stash of intercoolers because this allows me space to go back door like like so, instead of wrapping around the bumper and then having to cut the bumper to fit. So I always typically go backdoor with the EF because of space, because of how little of a room we have between the bumper and the radiator support, and avoid cutting pretty much the ducts, the bottom ducts, or the bumper itself. Now the bumper is already cut for a ginormous intercooler because I think this car was turbo before, so I just went ahead and just cleaned it up a little bit right there. I did work on the intercooler, which explains the tab that I already have on the radiator support. Kind of did that because I was bored, so I wanted to have that ready for when we do the install in the video. We don't run around and try to make all the little tabs and stuff that we need for mounting things up. So the turbo needs a coupler, a pipe that goes to the hot side of the intercooler. The reason why it's hot side is because it's the hot part of the turbo kit before it goes to the cooling side, because it cools before it feeds into the motor. So the coupler here and the coupler here, we are using 290s to go back door, which I have right here, or those. And like I said, 90 in, 90 back. 90 back goes to the intake manifold, and we are going to be using this old charge pipe, which is already fitted for a 90-degree coupler in this general area. So it's going to go up and over. I had that on this car. I made 300 plus with it, but I swapped it over to my Tile Kelly built charge pipe, and I'm actually going to be keeping this blowout valve because this was sent from a subscriber. So I am going to be pulling this off, authentic HKS, and we're going to be running a Tile Rep 50 mil, and this is also from MaxPeedingRods, shout out. This is the same one we ran on the flip wagon. If you guys remember the RT that I sold, we turboed it and we threw one of these Tile Q Rep on it. And sorry for saying tile, don't mean to disrespect. I have a Tile Q in that car. This is the replica of it, and it sounds freaking the same. Also keeping it black, so we're going to be welding that a little bit later today. We're going to be cutting that sucker off. It does come with the flange, come with the clamps, and the fitting for the feed line, as well as the O-ring. So we're going to do that all later. This is 20 stainless steel T-bolt clamps because I've been running out of clamps and the pipings and stuff that we're going to need to modify the intercooler stuff today. It's just a universal kit that I've had sitting in the back of the garage from when we did a bunch of the other cars last year. So a bunch of 2.5 raw aluminum, a lot of 90s, 45s and stuff like that. Came with these booty couplers. I'm not sure why they came with these. These are useless. We blew this up in Ricky's car, and this, if you guys bought a kit and it came with this, email your seller and say, hey, this shit's junk, and then throw it away. I don't want to ramble on too much, guys. I just wanted to share with you the setup that's going to be going into the car here in the next day or two, and I hope you guys are stoked for it. Big shout out to MaxPeedingRod once again. Thank you for the turbo, for the setup. Big shout out to Macy for linking me up with that. And again, if you guys want to check out MaxPeedingRod's product or this turbo, check the link in the description below, GT3076R, and use discount code Wastegate before you guys check out to save 15% off. But that is going to be the end of this video, or at least this segment of this video. I'm probably going to show you guys small snippets of me modifying the stuff to get everything ready for the install video, just so we don't have to do the run around and get into the dark of fabricating all of the smaller things that I could actually just take care of right now. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and are pumped for the turbo kit install, be sure to hit the thumbs up. And if you guys want to stick around for the turbo kit install, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.